Articles for Freedom, Part 3. From June 1st, October 10th, a national structure was established to accommodate Continental Congress 2009. State coordinators in nearly every state volunteered their time and energy along with other citizens. A small national management team formed to assist. Delegates were nominated in each state to attend the Congress. A constitutionally correct election was held on October 10th. On November 11, 2009, the delegates attended Continental Congress 2009 at the Pheasant Run Conference Center in St. Charles, Illinois, sponsored by the Foundation. The delegates of Continental Congress 2009 were not professional legislators or wordsmiths. That's very important. They were ordinarily non-aligned citizens from across America in all walks of life. They set aside their lives for this assembly. They represented you and me, the free people of America, or so we like to think. The conclusion of their efforts, their recommended course of action to restore and maintain constitutional obedience in America, is this document called Articles of Freedom. It is proposed that these articles be distributed to all in the land, with the intent to draw the attention and courage of a goodly number of millions of people who, entitled to their freedom and essential to its maintenance, arise to restore and maintain the Constitution for the United States of America. Then and only then shall America's destiny be fulfilled. Now, I'd like to say a little something. I said I'd let me finish this. Then and only then can America's destiny be fulfilled. Please take the time to read the Articles of Freedom. Learn about the Constitution. Take the pledge to stand with millions of Americans as the Articles of Freedom are served on our elected officials, and then, if necessary, to participate in coordinated, nonviolent, legal, and constitutional civic actions to stop the violations. Robert L. Schultz, founder and chairman, We the People Foundation for Constitutional Education, Incorporated, www.givemeliberty.org. First letters of each word capitalized. I'll put it in the sidebar. I'll make a note of it right now so I remember it, okay? I don't want to do you folks any disservice. Okay. Now, I just want to interject one thing here, and that is, okay, we've got 201, I think, military bases around the world, and all that it's necessary to maintain that. What happens if America decides to really try to save itself and sucks all that back in to the United States? The United States is defended, and all that money is saved as well. Could it be through discipline of us the people that we could get a handle on this beast of this illegal usury that's been perpetuated on us for centuries now? Yes, that's an appropriate term to use. Centuries. These are things we need to address, people. This is reality we're talking about here. Because in any court of law you go to, it's all commerce law. And all commerce law says there cannot be a contract unless there's a meeting of the minds. That means both sides understand everything that's above board as well as left unspoken below water. That's what a true contract is. We weren't in one when these debts were incurred on us by manipulating us into wars and are continuing to do so for the profit of a few at the cost of the blood of the youth of this country. People are resources too. How many people have died who could come up with some new kind of technology or just some new way of doing something and vastly improved untold countless lives? I mean, you can't really put a price on a person's life because that person's life, its potential is unlimited. I mean, after all, isn't that why a bond is issued for credit in our name when we're registered at birth or when we file for a Social Security number? That $640,000 bond? Aren't you yourselves, you money elite? I'll leave it at that. You yourself put a price on the potential of a person's life. I say it's far more than $640,000. Yeah, way more. What would you have put on Einstein? And what would you have put on Nikola Tesla if you weren't so concerned about making a profit off of everything that he offered to the world for free? He scared you, didn't he? Okay. Declaration and Resolves of Continental Congress, 2009. In defense of a free people, the time has come to reassert our God-given natural rights and cast off tyranny. Let the facts revealed. The federal government of the United States of America was instituted to secure the individual rights of our citizens and instead now threatens our life, liberty, and property through usurpations of the Constitution, emboldened by our own lack of responsibility and due diligence in these matters. Government has exceeded its mandate and abandoned those founding principles which have made our nation exceptional. Our servant government has undertaken these unconstitutional actions in direct violation of their enumerated duties to the detriment of the people's liberty and the sovereignty of our republic. Over many years and spanning multiple political administrations, the people who have, in good conscience, attempted to deliberate our grievances and voice our dissent against these offensive actions through both petition and assembly have been maligned and ignored with contempt. Check my time. It's 8, so it's getting close to the end time. Now, I'm going to try to illustrate it again. Let's use the little Illuminati symbol to illustrate this concept of the 3 branches of our government, okay? You've got the executive. You've got the legislative over here. And down in here, you get the judicial. It's a separation of powers. So no one can usurp the other except by mutual agreement or by mutual collusion. Yeah, pretty harsh words, but perceptions being what they are. Isn't that what they screw us with? Hey, we perceive you to be this or you to be that. Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, isn't it? So we'll have a part 3, and I'm into the good stuff now, folks.